Hi guys, hope you're having a wonderful time. So it's time to start the session. All right. So first of all, let me tell you. So it's time to start the session. Okay, everything is set. Great. So guys, hope you're having a wonderful time. You can post all your questions in the live chat room. Live chat room is available for your questions and inquiries. You have to just type your question here, and I'll be more than happy to answer you. All right. First of all, there are two questions from one of the students which was posed to me before, right? So I'll be answering those questions first, right? Okay. So if you have any questions, you can type in the live chat and I'll be happy to help you out. Let's get few things set up. All right. So we are live and we are ready to go on. Okay, the first question I have received is from Shashini Yapa. She is asking, it's in Sinhala, so I'll answer in Sinhala. පාලනය කිරීමට අපහසු සම්පතක් වන මානව සම්පත සම්පත් තොරතුරු පද්ධතියේ විෂය කොටස් පවත්වාගෙන යාමේදී ප්‍රායෝගිකව ක්‍රියාත්මක කිරීමට ගත යුතු ක්‍රියාමාර්ග. එතකොට ශෂිනි මෙතන අපෙන් අහන්නේ මේක ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි කරද්දී කොහොමද මේ දේ කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. එතකොට එතනදී අපි බලන්න ඕන දේවල් තමයි මානව සම්පත ඇයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපිට ඇයි ඒක පාලනය කරන්න අපහසුයි කියන අදහසක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. පාලනය කිරීමට අපහසුයි කියනවට වඩා අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් මිනිස්සුන් හිතන විදිය වෙනස්. එක එක අය ලෝකෙ දිහා බලන විදිය වෙනස්. එයාලගේ අදහස්, සිතුම් පැතුම්, ඒ දේවල් වෙනස් නිසා අපිට සිද්ධ වෙනවා එයාලව පාලනය කිරීමේදී එහෙම නැත්නම් කළමනාකරණය කිරීමේදී උගක් කල්පනාකාරීව කටයුතු කරන්න. එතකොට ඒක තමයි මෙතනදී ප්‍රධාන වශයෙන්ම අපි බලන්න ඕනේ දේ. එතකොට ඒක සිස්ටම් එකක් කරා යද්දී ඒක අපි සිස්ටම් එකකට දාලා ඩිජිටල් මෙතඩ් එකක් කරා යද්දී ගොඩක් දේවල් වෙනස් වෙනවා. ඒක තමයි මෙතන මෙයාගේ තියෙන ප්‍රධානම මෙතන අපි කතා කරන ප්‍රශ්නය. මෙතන ශෂිනී අපිට කියන ප්‍රශ්නේ ඒක. එතකොට මේක ප්‍රායෝගිකව කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. ප්‍රායෝගිකව කරද්දී කරන්න ඕනේ ප්‍රධානම දේ තමයි මිනිස්සුන්ව දැනුවත් වෙලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. මිනිස්සු කැමති නැහැ අලුත් දෙයකට එකපාර වෙනස් වෙලා ඒකට එකතු වෙලා වැඩ කරන්න කිසිම කෙනෙක් කැමති නැහැ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. අපි ඒකට කියනවා රෙසිස්ටන්ස් කියලා. එතකොට මේ රෙසිස්ටන්ස් එක නැති කරන්න නම් අපිට සිද්ධ වෙනවා රෙසිස්ටන්ස් එකට මුහුණ දීලා ඒ දේවල් වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමවේදයක් ගේන්න. මේකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ චේන්ජ් ප්‍රොසෙස් එකක් ගේන්න ඕනේ කියලා. ඉතින් චේන්ජ් ප්‍රොසෙස් එකක් ගැන කතා කරද්දී අපි දැනගන්න ඕන දේ තමයි අපිට තියෙනවා Levin's change model කියන එක. එතනදී අපි කරන්නේ මුලින්ම unfreeze කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දැනට පවතින තත්වයක් වෙනස් කරනවා මුලින්. ඒක මුලින් දිය කරලා ඒක අවශ්‍ය කරන වෙනස්කම් මේකට ගෙනල්ලා ඊට පස්සේ අපි ඒකෙන් යනවා ඊළඟට ඒ ගෙනාපු වෙනස්කම් ටික සම්පූර්ණයෙන් ස්ථාපිත කරන තත්වයට. freeze වෙලා තියෙන එක unfreeze කරලා change කරලා ඊට පස්සේ අපි යනවා ඒක නැවත freeze කරන්න. එතකොට අපි change එකක් කරනවා මුලින් ඒ change එක ගන්න අපි අවශ්‍ය වෙනස්කම් කරනවා එතනින් change එක වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ ඒ වෙනස්කම් කරපු එක අපි ස්ථිර දෙයක් විදිහට නැවත එකතු කරලා කොන්ක්‍රීට් කරලා අපි ඒ දේ හදනවා. ඉතින් මේක තමයි මෙතනදි වෙන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා පළවෙනිම දේ තමයි මිනිස්සු මේ ගැන දැනන් ඉන්න ඕනේ. මේ සිස්ටම් එක ගැන මිනිස්සු දන්නේ නැත්නම් මිනිස්සුන්ට ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා අපි කොහොමද මේකත් එක්ක මුහු වෙන්නේ අපි කොහොමද මේකත් එක්ක වැඩ කරන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ ප්‍රශ්නෙට විසඳුමක් හොයාගන්න තියෙන එකම ක්‍රමය තමයි අපි මිනිස්සුන්ව සෑම විටම දැනුවත් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ව දැනුවත් කරලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට හොඳ අදහසක් මේ ගැන දීලා ඊට පස්සේ අපිට පුළුවන් මේ සිස්ටම් එක අරගෙන යන්න. ඒක තමයි කෙරෙන්න ඕනේ දේ. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපි හොඳ අදහසක් තියාගෙන ඉදිරියට යන්න ඕනේ. ඒක පළවෙනි දේ. ඊට අමතරව මේක ප්‍රායෝගිකව ක්‍රියාත්මක කරද්දී අපි ඊළඟට කරන්න ඕන දේ තමයි මේ සිස්ටම් එක මිනිස්සුන්ට පුරුදු කරනවා වගේම සිස්ටම් එකෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ විදිහට හැමදේම සිස්ටම් එකෙන් වෙන ආකාරයට පොලිසි එක හදන්න ඕනේ. අපේ ආයතන ප්‍රතිපත්තිය ඒ ආකාරයට හදන්න ඕනේ. මොකද ආයතන ප්‍රතිපත්තිය අපි නිවැරදිව හැදුවේ නැත්නම් අපිට ප්‍රශ්නයක් එනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම. මොකද ඔප්ෂන් කීපයක් තියෙන හින්දා. මිනිස්සුන්ට ඔප්ෂන්ස් ගොඩාක් තියෙන්න බෑ. මේ සිස්ටම් එකට හැමෝම පුරුදු කරන්න ඕනේ. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට දැන් වයසක කෙනෙක් ඉන්න පුළුවන් සමහරවිට කම්පියුටර් එකක් යූස් කරන්න බෑ. එතකොට ඒ වගේ කට්ටියට අපිට පොලිසි එකක් ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ ඒජ් කැටගරි එකෙන් උඩ අයට අත්‍යවශ්‍ය නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලන්ට මැනුවල් සිස්ටම් එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. හැබැයි මේක සිස්ටම් එක දිගටම යද්දි ඩෙවලොප් කරගෙන යද්දි අපිට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සිද්ධ වෙනවා එකම ක්‍රමයකට මේක අරගෙන යන්න. එතකොට මුල් කාලේ මේක පටන් ගද්දි ප්‍රායෝගිකව අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් තමයි මැනුවල් සිස්ටම් එකයි HRIS සිස්ටම් එකයි සමානව අරන් යන එක. සමාන්තර ගැන අපි එකට කියනවා ට්‍රයල් එකක් අරන් යනවා ඔන්ලයින් and manual system දෙකම. එතකොට මේ සිස්ටම් දෙකම එකට කටයුතු කරද්දී කාලයක් යද්දී ගානට කට්ටිය පුරුදු වෙලා ඒකට පුහුණු වෙලා යනවා. ඊට අමතරව අපි ගොඩක් මේ කරන්න ඕන දෙයක් තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ව දැනුවත් කිරීම. දැනුවත් කිරීම සඳහා අපිට training and development ඒ කියන්නේ පුහුණුව සහ සංවර්ධනය කියන දේ ගොඩක් භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට මේ දෙක තමයි අපිට තියෙන්නේ මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් කරන්න. ඊටත් අමතරව අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් තමයි මේකේ තියෙන පහසුව. ඒගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන විදිහට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මට්ටම ඒගොල්ලෝ පර්සනල් යූස් කරන දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ සිස්ටම් එකට ලොග් වෙලා පර්සනල් යූස් කරද්දී පර්සනලි යූස් කරන කැටගරිස් වලට ස්පෙෂල් දේවල් දාන්න පුළුවන්. එයාලට රිපෝට්ස් ගන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් අරගෙන එයාලට අවශ්‍ය විදිහට කටයුතු කරන්න ඕනේ කරන වටපිටාව පහසුකම සලසා දෙන්න අපිට කටයුතු කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ හරහා වෙන්නේ දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට එයාලට එයාලගේ සැලරි ස්ලිප් එකේ ඩීටේල්ස් ගන්න ඕන නම් HR එකට ලියන්නේ නැතුව මානව සම්පත් අංශයට ලියන්නේ නැතුව වෙනම ලියුමක් විදිහට යවන්නේ නැතුව එයාලට පුළුවන් පහසුවෙන් මේ දේ කරගන්න. ඉතින් ඒ විදිහට අපිට පුළුවන් සිස්ටම් එක හදන්න. ඊළඟ ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ ශාසනීය ආපාගෙන්මයි අනාගත මානව සම්පත් කළමනාකරණයේදී අවධානය යොමු යුතු ශේෂ්ත්‍ර තුල සඳහන් වන ජනවර්ග විකාශය කළමනාකරණය කිරීම යන සංකල්පය. ඒතර ජනවර්ග විකාශය කියලා කියන්නේ මේ generation change එක. generation to generation change එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි කතා කරද්දී අපි දැනගත්ත දෙයක් තමයි මේ දැන් අලුතෙන්ම තියෙන generation එක generation Z. එතකොට generation Z එකේ කට්ටිය තමයි දැන් ආයතනවල වැඩ කටයුතු කරන්නේ. ඊට අමතරව ඊට කලින් කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා millennial කියන generation එක. එතකොට baby boomers කියන generation එක මේ වෙද්දි ඉවරයි. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවුරුදු 70 ගාණක් විතර වෙනවා මේ වෙද්දි. ඊළඟට අපිට තියෙනවා generation X, ඊළඟට generation Y, millennials ඒ වගේ generations කාලෙන් කාලට ඇවිල්ලා තිනවා. එතකොට generation Z කියන එක ගත්තොත් generation Z තමයි දැනට ලෝකයේ රැකියා වෙළඳපොළ තුල කටයුතු කරන්නේ. එතකොට මේ එක එක generations වල මේ ජනවර්ග විකාශය තුල ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙන අදහස් වෙනස්. ඒගොල්ලෝ හිතන විදිය වෙනස්. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලෝකයේ දිහා බලන විදිය වෙනස්. එතකොට මේ වෙනස්කම් එක්ක අපිට සිද්ධ වෙනවා මෙයාලට ගැළපෙන විදියට වෙනස් වෙන්න. උදාහරණයක් විදියට generation Z එකේ අය ගත්තොත් ගොඩක් දුරට ෆෝන් එක, ටැබ්ලට්ස් එතකොට එයාලගේ අලුත්ම තාක්ෂණය ඒවත් එක්ක තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඊට අමතරව අපි ගත්තොත් එයාලා ගේම්ස් ගහන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලට ගොඩක් බරයි. එතකොට ඒ වගේ තත්ත්වයක් තියෙද්දි ඒගොල්ලන්ට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපි එන්ෂුවර් කරන්න ඕන දෙයක් අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සහතික කරන්න ඕන දෙයක් තමයි එයාලගේ සාමාන්‍ය ජීවිතය එයාලා පුරුදු පුහුණු වෙලා තියෙන විදිහට එයාලට ජීවිතේ අරන් යන්න ඕන කරන වටපිටාව අපි හදලා තියෙනවා කියන එක. එහෙම නැතුව අපි ගිහිල්ලා පරණ තාලේ වගේ ඩෙස්ක්ටොප් එකක් විදිහට මේක මේ විදිහට කරන්න ඕනේ ෆෝන් පාවිච්චි කරන්න බෑ ලොකර්ස් වල දාලා තියන්න ඕනේ ඒ ක්‍රමේ හරියන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ ක්‍රමේ ජෙනරේෂන් X එකට සහ මිලේනියල්ස්ලට හරියන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් මතක තියාගන්න ඕන දෙයක් තමයි දැන් මිලේනියල්ස්ලත් නෙමෙයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේත් කාලේ ඉවරයි. දැන් අලුතෙන් මේකට එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ ජෙනරේෂන් Z සහ ඊළඟට තව අවුරුදු ගණනාවකට පස්සේ එනවා ජෙනරේෂන් ඇල්ෆා කියන කට්ටිය. එතකොට මේ ජන වර්ග විකාශය කියන එක සහ සංස්කෘතික විපර්යාසයන් මිනිසුන් සිතන පතන විදි ගොඩක් වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම ජෙනරේෂන් Z එක ගත්තොත් දැනට අපි දකින දෙයක් තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉතාම ඉක්මනින් රැකියාවක් අත්හැරලා දාලා යන්න බලන්න තියෙන අවස්ථා වැඩි. රැකියාවක ඉන්නවට වඩා රැකියාව ඉක්මනින් අත්හැරලා දාලා යනවා. එතකොට ඒ වගේ තත්ත්වයක් තියෙද්දි අපි කොහොමද මේගොල්ලෝ රැකියාව තුළ රඳවා ගන්න කියන එක ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක්. එතකොට ඒ සංකල්ප ඔක්කොම එකට කැටි වෙලා මේ தത്വයට එකතු වෙද්දී අපිට අනාගතයේ මුහුණ දෙන්න වෙන අනිවාර්ය සාධකයක් තමයි කට්ටිය කොහොමද ජොබ් එකක් ඇතුළේ තියාගන්නේ කියලා. අනිත් ප්‍රශ්නේ තමයි ඊට අමතරව අලුත්ම ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපිට එනවා. ගොඩක් අය කැමති තමන්ගේම දෙයක් කරන්න. කියන්නේ ෆ්‍රීලාන්සින් කියලා අපි එකට කියනවා. ෆ්‍රීලාන්සින් කියන නිදහස් වෘත්තීය වේදිකයක් කියන එක වුන් කැමති නිදහස් තමන්ගේම ව්‍යාපාරයක් තමන් කැමති විදිහට තමන් ආස විදිහට දේවල් කරන්න. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ தത്വයක් තියෙද්දී අපිට ඇත්තටම අමාරුයි මේගොල්ලන්ව රැකියාව තුළ රඳව ගන්න. මොකද මේගොල්ලෝ ඉතාම ඉක්මනින් රැකියාවෙන් වෙන් වෙලා යන්න අවශ්‍ය කරන සාධක හොයාගන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. මොකක් හරි පොඩි දෙයක් වුණ ගමන් හරි මට මේක ගැලපෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මම වෙන තැනකට යනවා ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. එතකොට මේ වගේ තත්ත්වයක් තියෙද්දි ඔයාලට එයාලගෙන් මැක්සිමම් අවුට්පුට් එක උපරිම ඵලදායීතාවය උපරිම කාර්යක්ෂමතාවය ගන්න ඉතාම අමාරු තත්ත්වයක් තියෙනවා. ඔව් ඒක ඇත්ත. නමුත් අපි තේරුම් ගත යුතු දේ තමයි මේ එක එක වර්ගවල මේ එක එක මිනිස් කොට්ටාසවල වෙනස්කම් අපි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම තේරුම් ගත්තොත් විතරයි අපිට හැකියාව එන්නේ මේ මිනිස් කොට්ටාසවල වෙනස්කම් අනුව අවශ්‍ය විදිහට වෙනස් වෙලා මේ වෙනස ගේන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙන්නේ අපි අර පරණ ආකාරයට අපිට පුරුදු ආකාරයටම අපි කටයුතු කරන්න යෑමේදී මෙයාලට මේවල ජොබ් එක එපා වෙනවා වගේම අපිට අමාරු වෙනවා අනාගතයේ තව මිනිසුන් මේ ක්‍රියාවලිය තුළට එකතු කරගන්න. ඉතින් ඕක තමයි ශෂිනී දල වශයෙන් අදහස. මීට අමතරව ඔයාලට මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද? ඔයාලට පුළුවන් දැනට අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා ඉන්න කට්ටියට පුළුවන් ඔයාලට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න දාන්න. You can put your question. If you put in English, I'll be answering in English. ඔබ සිංහලෙන් ප්‍රශ්නය දැම්මොත් කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් හරි සිංහල ආකාරයට ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් ටයිප් කරොත් මම මේ විදිහට උත්තර දෙනවා. ඔබට පුළුවන් ඔබේ ප්‍රශ්නය දැන් ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. පළවෙනි ප්‍රශ්න දෙකට අපි පිළිතුරු ලබා දීලා තියෙනවා. So you can put all your questions in the live chat. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you put it in Sinhala, I'll be answering in Sinhala. If you are putting it in English, I'll be answering in English. All right. So let's see. Any questions? Any questions, my friends? Live chat එකේ ඔයාලට තියෙන questions දාන්න පුළුවන්. If you have any questions, you can put it in the live chat and I'll be happy to answer you. I'm waiting for questions. You are mostly welcome to put it in the live chat. Okay. Brief idea about what is HRIS? Sure. So we have a question. give a brief idea about what is HRIS. Alright, so let me get it on the slide and we will get right to it. Okay, everything is set. Alright, the question from Amanda is to explain a brief idea about what is HRIS. HRIS is essentially human resource information systems. So human resource information systems are used for the purpose of digitalizing existing human resource practices. So in that aspect, what we do is we as an organization will look at different key aspects. Alright, so those aspects will be shared with you within a second. Give me a second and I will be sharing that with you. Alright, let me get a slide for you. Alright, so HRIS is essentially about supporting decision making, coordination, control and analysis of human resource functions through the visualization of organizations' human resource management activities. So in that what we do is we process data, we collect data and we process that data in a format where we convert it to information and we store it through a process where we can easily access this information in a methodical manner, and finally we disseminate this information in a very meaningful manner through reports and other queries in order to give the right idea about how human resource is being managed in the organization. So HRIS essentially is a very powerful tool where you have to have a lot of things to manage situations, like in example let's say documents, to go through documents, to check through documents. All these things can be avoided when you use HRIS. So that is the basic idea and the benefit of HRIS. So information systems are very powerful. They can help you to have cost benefits, increase the accuracy of your work, easy data maintenance, it reduces the paperwork, the analysis is better, you can take accurate decisions. So in that term, in those aspects, this is very good for you to have a very good system in order to do great things. So apart from this, HRIS is very useful in terms of day-to-day life and activities where people as in administrators, they can get all the details about the employees, what they are doing at present, their qualifications, everything is just a click away. So you can get all the records in terms of reports. Let's say you want to take a report on people who are in different age categories, right? It is super simple with HRIS. What you have to do is you can simply put your criterias, what are the criteria that you want to get information on, then you can simply extract the report where you can get all the people in different age categories. Let's say you want to find out who has completed their masters in the organization. It is very simple. With HRIS, you just have to get the report. You search and get the report with the right parameters. It is that simple. So that is exactly why HRIS is great for organizations. So I hope I have covered the brief idea about HRIS. So if you have further questions, Amanda, you can post it. Are you happy with the answer or do you need further explanations, Amanda? Any more questions? So HRIS, as we discussed, it's a system that enables us to digitalize the manual processes and enjoy all the benefits of automation and digitalization, and also to enjoy the fact that we can save time, right? Instead of going through so many files, so many manual processes, we can ensure that we enjoy our life better. And also, apart from all these scenarios, there's another thing with HRIS as well. When you have the HRIS systems, right, when you have HRIS in place, what happens is you need less people to get work done, because just imagine the PN is not necessary anymore. No one has to go out and go in search in the stores to get the personal files. The personal file with all the information is there. If you go to the employee master module, you can get all the information about the qualifications they have gathered, about the work experience, about the different areas they are working. Everything is there. So that is very useful, and HRIS is a very powerful tool to get things on board. All right, any more questions? We have a question from Anika. I'm going to take it up. All right, Anika, your question has been taken up. It will be shared momentarily. Okay, now everyone can see Anika's question. She asks, in strategic level performance feedback, there's something called 300 and not 306 but 360, my friend. Okay, it's not 360, it's 360 degree. Let me correct it for you. Okay, in strategic level there's something called 360 degree appraisal and balance scorecard. Could you please explain about it? Yes, of course. 360 degree appraisal is something about having different parties coming into the performance appraisal system, right? So what happens is you get the view from the manager, the supervisors, from the customers. It's all around. There are different angles. You can go for 180 where only the internal parties are involved, but in terms of 360 degrees, the ideal method would be to have customer feedback about the person that you are going to evaluate, then to have the feedback from the manager, then to have the feedback from the immediate supervisor, then also to have the feedback from the employees likewise. So it is very important for you to have a very good idea. Let me share a photo on that. On 360 degree appraisal. So this is what it will look like in terms of 360 degree appraisal. It will look something like this, right? So in this model what will happen is we will take direct reports in terms of the employer's view and how employee has performed. Then we will be getting feedback from the manager, from the customers. Peers means employees who are already working with them. So the feedback would be coming from all around this area, so we call it 360-degree feedback system. Right. Your other question is about the balance scorecard. Okay, let me explain that for you as well. Let me get a small slide for you. You can type all your questions in the live chat and I'll be answering all the questions, taking one by one. All right. Let us look at the balance scorecard perspective. So as you can see in the screen, balance scorecard is about an overall view with regard to how the employee has performed to contribute towards the financial performance, whether the customers are happy as to how they have given the service, then whether the learning and growth, we call this continuous professional development, where their training and development is in line, whether it is on track, whether it is active, whether it is happening in a very efficient manner. All these things are being looked at. And finally, internal business processes, where how internal business processes are being looked after. So my friends, remember, this will depend and vary with organization to organization. So it is a area where, based on the organization, its climate, its culture, this will differ, but this is not exactly linked to HRIS 100%. This is linked to performance appraisal and performance management. So I hope Anika got the answer. Please share your view, Anika, whether you have got the answer. I'm taking the next question from Nadishani. Everyone can type your questions in and I'll be happy to answer within minutes, rather within seconds. Alright. Next question is from Nadisha Harshini. Alright, Nadisha. Her question is this method safe, is this method safe for documents? I think your question is this, right? What she intends to ask is whether this system, whether the HRIS system is good for handling documents in HR department. Yes, it is good where there's safety. The question is whether it is safe. Yes, it is safe if you have the right systems. That is exactly why you have to have a proper security console and also proper data management systems, maybe a firewall, everything, right? So it is about digital data. So we have to ensure that we are looking at these things in a very cautious manner. That doesn't mean that this data is at risks. So that is exactly why we have backups. In terms of manual documentation, Nadisha, there's a problem, right? If manual documents, if something happens, if a cockroach gets in and eat everything, what will happen? Right? If rats get their hands on the documents, what will happen? If a fire takes place, the same risk is there, right? Risks are always there. That is why we have to mitigate them. But the benefit with the digitalization processes are you can easily access all these documents. Alright, it is very easy to access these documents, you can safely store them without any hassle, but you have to ensure that your systems as well as your hardware is properly looked after, maintained, and time to time we have to take backups as well. Having backups is very important, so that is why we have cloud management systems and all that. In whatever the thing, cloud management or having a physical server managed system where you have your own hardware and own systems, yet again, whatever the situation, whatever the system that you are using, you have to ensure that you have a system to take backups. Otherwise, as your question, I think what you are implicating is whether if something happens, if it get lost, what will be the position. Yes, bad things can happen always, but the thing is we have to be very cautious about these things. We have to ensure that we have the proper mechanisms to safeguard our information and also all the data that is available. And the next side about safety is the access. If somebody who is not having proper authority gained access to these systems, there will be a big problem, right? So if that happens, now in example, if some person wants to get all the addresses of employees who are working in the organization for his own personal marketing plan, what will happen? Let's say he is selling something, so he is going to disseminate, he is going to post different let's say flyers. He's going to post some flyers, right, to those people, and what will happen is when he posts those flyers, already there's a huge breach in terms of addresses. So nobody expects for their address to be out there in the open, because they have given the information to the organization with trust. They trust that this information will be cared for, will be looked after, their phone numbers, their email addresses, all these things are on the line. So that is where the security console comes in. Security console will ensure that everything is safe and secure, right? How? Through assigning right people for the right tasks, where there will be lot of authority levels, so not everybody can have access to do what they want with the available systems or the data. So there will be restrictions. Only the people who got the right sort of authority according to the organizational structure, the HR department, the relevant people who needs to handle the reports, they will have the access. So yes, there are safety measures. It is being used all over the globe. It's a worldwide scenario. HRIS is not something new. So remember, it's something great. So in that aspect, and if we ensure that we are in line with all the security measures as given the standard security features, if everything is there, yes, we are safe, or else, Nadisha, we might be facing problems. Alright, I'll be taking the next question. It is from Amanda. Amanda's question is, can you please explain the usage of HRIS in different levels? Okay, Amanda has posted a question. Right, she's asking whether I can explain the usage of HRIS at different levels. Yes, of course. By different levels, what you want to know is this: how different levels are managed through HRIS system. So in this aspect, my friend, There are three levels in HRIS. One is the strategic level, then the tactical level, and the operational level. The strategic level, we are looking at how to recruit people, how to give the performance feedback, how to think about their career and succession planning, and also how we can manage training and development. So essentially the strategic level is very important because it's the overall vision. Once you take a person in, you can't just get rid of them as and when you want. So having the right recruitment process, having the great performance feedback that will give the right view in terms of people, and the career and succession plan, and all this will necessarily ensure that we have the right system in place, right? So if we can't do that, if we can't ensure that the system is not in place, the in strategic level will be failing. So in strategic level, these are the things that's been looked at. So strategic level is all about the overall path and the vision of the company. Then we have the tactical level, where we do day-to-day scenarios. In example, if we have to take a decision, let's say tomorrow or day after, we have to send 50 people to somewhere where it is remote for a marketing campaign. How to get these people, how to analyze this? So you can simply use the HRIS and get all the data pertaining to people who are living around that area maybe, or else you can filter the data for people who are unmarried, people who are trainees, all those different types of categories you can manage in within a minute to identify who are the people to be used for this purpose, to be deployed for this purpose, and you can directly contact them because all the details, all the confirmations, all the necessary information with regard to the communication in email addresses, all the things are there. So you can simply contact them and get things done. So that is tactical level, to have tactics, how to manage situations quickly. Then what if analysis is also accommodated in this scenario. What if analysis means, what if something goes like this, what if something happens, what if tomorrow this happens, how are we going to manage, what if after 3 months how many people are going to get retired, what if that happens, what is our position, whether we have adequate staff, what if something happens, what is the next position that we can go for. In the operational level, it is all about doing day-to-day work, right? So in the operational level, they perform day-to-day HR work. Employees' personal information is gathered at these levels for the decision-making purposes. Then the benefit schemes and production incentives, things like that will be discussed under operational level. So in HRIS, all these things are managed under operational level, would be digitalized for the purpose of decision making. So those are the three levels in that HRIS is delivering to, but remember, it is not segmented. This is one system. The only thing is we can accommodate these levels in HRIS: operational, tactical, and strategic. These levels could be accommodated in one system where it is all about the overall vision of the company, then it's about how to manage day-to-day activities, and to tactical measures, to strategic measures, and finally at the operational level, the ground level, how it is being catered. So that's the overall view. All right, so we have answered her question. I think Amanda is happy. Can we get a confirmation, Amanda? Did you get the answer that you were expecting to? Okay, we have the next question. Right, I'm going to take up the next question. Remember guys, you can easily put your questions in the live chat and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So the next question is, what are the emerging trends in HR? Okay, so we have the question in place. The question is, what are the emerging trends in HR? And yes, there are a lot of emerging trends in HR. Let me talk about few things. The main one is, as we discussed in the first few minutes, the generation change. So we have to look about the generation change very seriously, because generation change will affect a lot of our activities. I am going to get up with the screen. I am going to get the new screen for this purpose, and we will have the discussion. Alright guys, so the future of HR, as per the question posed by Amanda, emerging trends. The future of HR will be very interesting, because now we are used to have fixed sort of employment where we get a job, go there, work, and humans are interrelated. They are getting together through mass engagement and working towards achieving the organizational objectives. But in terms of future, people will not be looking at one job but many jobs. So flexible employment will be on the go. Technology based interface processes will be there. That is where HRIS comes in as well. And apart from that, you'll be working online, right? It is already there. And personalized engagement will be very famous, because you can work from home and you are working alone. Even now this interaction is also something like that. We are working alone while we are at home, instead of having a physical engagement, instead of meeting each other personally or in a mass gathering, we have chosen and opted to have online sessions, right? So this is a similar thing like that. Then in terms of other things, as I said, the generation issue is there. So generations are changing, so we are having a lot of issues. So the main challenges are to look at how to develop and retain people who are coming from different age categories, different generations. So how to do the transformation of organizations in terms of accepting and anticipating change, because change is everywhere. Digital era is changing everything. And one thing is freelancing. Freelancing is, my friends, it's about working freely, right? I talked about it within the few minutes where I started as well as the Nidhas Rakiya Vedya Monkey Pidiyata. So freelancing is where you have your own flexibility. We call it gig culture, where you can go and work whenever you want from home, or if you are bidding for some gig, it can be physical as well. You can go to an organization physically and get the job done and come, but you are not directly linked to them. It is similarly a method where you bid for the opportunity, and when your offer is good, you will get the opportunity, and we call it the gig culture, and you will be working. The very famous freelancing work is mostly based via internet. So Fiverr, freelancer.com, Elance, Upwork, and all these websites are providing you with different things to do. The most famous stuff are search engine optimization, the website development sort of things, graphic designing. So these things are the most nominated and gloated stuff in the freelancing arena. But actually what freelancing as a concept means, that you don't have employment tie, employment engagement or employment contract with the organization, but you will be working with lot of organizations, lot of people who are having different needs. And if your skill set, if your knowledge, skills and your activities are covering up the requirements of those people, you can go and work for them for a limited period of time. For that you will get a payment, and that's it. This is like doing your own business. This is like you are the business, right? You are the business, you are doing your own work and you are getting paid for that, and there are no legal affiliations with the organization as an employee, but for the work you do you might be legally bounded. So that's the overall idea. So that's the main thing about freelancing. Then cloud computing is also gaining momentum. Cloud computing is essentially where we have everything in one place, one data storage, which is a cloud which is hosted via internet, where you can log in from anywhere. When you are at home, when you are out for vacation, you can work from anywhere. You just simply have to log into the system as you log into Facebook and work from different devices. Same thing, right? You log in to the main system. We have virtual private networks for that aspect. We call it VPN. All the systems are there to facilitate these things. So that is one development. And artificial intelligence, machine learning and also deep learning are very deep rooted concepts in this arena. Artificial intelligence is very old, my friends, though it is a novel concept for you. It is coming from 1950s and it has ended in 1980. By now we are talking about machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning is essentially is about being able to program by itself. If the software is capable of doing that, just imagine the possibilities. So if there's some error in the existing programming codes, it can rewrite them. It can rewrite them and fix the bugs and get things back online, or take advancements, do whatever it wants to serve the purposes. So machine learning essentially monitors human behavior and how things are happening, the trends, and accordingly it will change. In example, if you search something online, let's say on Google, when you log into your social media accounts, those things will be coming in for you. Let's say you have searched for a mobile phone, the exact same mobile phone related ads will be displayed to you when you go to the social media platforms, and next time when you search for it or something else as well, it will come. Let's say you go to YouTube and you search about phones and you have already searched about a specific phone in the Google, right, in the Google search engine. YouTube will also learn your pattern and show you exactly what you want to see without your knowledge, right? You won't search for it, but it will be popping out, right? Especially in Facebook, I have seen many instances where we search about vehicles and stuff. Facebook, next time you log in, you will have ads from ikman.lk, etc, etc. So that is machine learning. Even our phones are capable of handling machine learning related interfaces, but not the system. We are at the receiving end. Alright, we are at the receiving end of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is just about mimicking existing human behaviors. You can promote or you can program the system to mimic or to do something that is already planned, right? You can plan something and give. If the conditions are right, it will work in that manner. If the conditions are set, if blah 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 is this, if the value is 7, you do like this. If the color is red, you do like this, something like that, right? Whatever we do manually could be automated through artificial intelligence. And when it comes to deep learning, it's more deeper, as the word suggests. So it has started from 2010 and we are still in the deep learning era, where it is a subset of machine learning. It is about a complete neural network system as we feel and work based on our neurological system. අපේ ස්නායු පද්ධතිය අනුව තමයි අපි වැඩ කරන්නේ. ඒ විදිහේම system එකක් based on a neurological multi-layer neural network system. It is capable of taking decisions, rewriting program codes, and having a sort of very professional approach and a very humanistic approach towards decision making. It is said, I can't say that exactly it's like this, but we can relate in a sort of a way. It can sense and feel anger, happiness, sort of things. It can interpret. We don't know exactly whether it can feel, but similar. It can, let's say if you make a robot based on the deep learning concept, it can touch and feel and sense, smile, feel happiness, that sort of a thing. But all these things are still under testing. These are novel concepts with regard to deep learning. Of course, artificial intelligence and machine learning is taking over. So all the processes that was previously done by humans can now be automated in a jiffy. Then green HR is also one of the concepts that is being carried out all over the globe. Green HR is essentially about having sustainable policies, sustainable human resource management policies for the purpose of saving the environment and moving on. So in green HR, we are looking at changing our existing policies to have a very organizational friendly as well as environmental friendly people in the organization. So we recruit people to have the right sort of ideas. For that, there are a lot of concepts like green recruitment, where we are looking at paperless environments. So all these things in green HR are focused to have sustainability. ස්ථිරසාර සංවර්ධනයක් හරහා සම්පත් භාවිතය අවම කරමින් ඒවා උපරිම කාර්යක්ෂමතාවයෙන් භාවිතා කරගෙන යන එක තමයි කරන්නේ. In green HR, in example, you can take, let's say, solar panels, let's say fuel efficient vehicles, right? Let's say public transportation systems, let's say avoiding the use of physical papers. Those things could be counted in as green HR systems. So HRM policies should be aligned to facilitate these things. All right, so we have answered Amanda's question. Okay, what's the next question? Okay, Anika has a question for me about green HR. Yes, Anika is asking whether I can explain further about green HR management. Yes, Anika, I will. Let me get back to the slide. So, Amanda, these are the things that are happening in the arena of HR. So, as you saw, these are few things only. There are a lot of things that are coming in example, cryptocurrencies, right? We know, I think you have heard about Bitcoin. It's just one cryptocurrency. There are several cryptocurrencies all around the globe. So cryptocurrencies is essentially changing the game with regard to payments and settlements. And also there are a lot of things, other things coming in like big data, data analytics, which is supported by the artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities. So things are really changing, my friends. So further, if we go through these changes, we can talk about the augmented reality and virtual reality, how those things can change the paradigms in training and development. So these things are also coming into play, right? So let me explain further for Anika, and also this will be value added area for Amanda as well. So green HR in HRM essentially will have a lot of areas, all right, a lot of interesting areas, Anika, will be discussed in green HRM. So let me explain you few of these things. Performance management system is one thing where you avoid paperwork, you do it all through the system. In example, there's no postages due to this. Now imagine if we have to send all the documents to head office for the final evaluation for performance management. What will happen? What will happen is, my friend, there'll be a lot of postages charges, there's a lot of fuel being used during the process, so that's going to be a trouble, right? So to avoid all these things and save the nature, to have a very good approach to save the nature, we are looking into systems where we do things fully digital, we do things without paper usage, right? Then the next one is employee involvement. Employee involvement can be gained in terms of a lot of aspects for HR related stuff, and also in terms of participation. Employee participation can be encouraged for decision making. You can have portals for employees to share their views, ideas, suggestions, right? So it's great. So then green recruitment is also there. Grievance and discipline could be handled through the green HR systems, where you have the right sort of learning culture, right sort of idea generation and sharing. You can manage the grievances, you can motivate them to become people who are looking at the environment in a very friendly manner. right? So that's going to reduce grievances because they are motivated. People are motivated when they are contributing to save the environment, right? Because everybody loves the idea once you properly pitch it to their system, properly pitch it to their mindset. Then green recruitment is also there. Let's imagine some time back, right? If you want to apply for an organization, you have to take a paper, type something for the curriculum vitae or the job related application, and then you have to print it out or write it down on a paper, ink, all these things are being used. Then you have to post it, then it should be reviewed by another person physically, where there are a lot of manual processes, and then what happens is you go through the selection process, blah blah. So it's very let's say it's not very effective in terms of green or green environment management systems. So what we can do in green recruitment is we can fully digitalize the system. So it is already in Sri Lanka. What you do is you go to the website, you fill out the application form for the particular job that you choose to, then it goes to the system, it is being filtered, all digital, everything is digital, so they can get the report and contact you. No paperwork is involved. There are many companies in Sri Lanka who are doing green recruitment 100%, where there are no physical paperwork being done. So then green compensation is very important area as well. It's very important. Let's say previously if you have to go to the bank, take money, you have to come and pay the salaries in physical form and give a printed salary slip. Now with green compensation there's no need to do that. What you can do is you can simply transfer your funds electronically to the bank, and also you can issue e-slips, e-salary slips for the purpose, and if the employee wants, they can go to the system to their own personal space and they can log into that and they can get all the employment details, all the salary particulars, all the monthly breakdowns as they wish according to their filtering capabilities. So that is really great because green compensation is changing the game. And just imagine going to the bank through a vehicle, having the security to bring the money, then giving it to people physically, then again people going back, they have to spend again for fuel and all that. And so what sort of a pollution for the environment, what sort of resource usage inefficiently being done while you are engaged in these processes, it should be considered. So that is exactly why green HR is very important in this aspect in terms of green compensation and enabling people to do better. So that is your answer, Miss Anika. All right. So any more questions? Any more questions? So far, I think Anika is also happy with the answer. Amanda and Anika, can I get a confirmation? I think I have gone extensively to cover the answer. Can I get a confirmation? Any more questions, my friends? We are about to wrap up the session. Any more questions? Anika, are you comfortable with the answer? Have I covered your expectation? Alright, so I think we have covered a lot of things and I don't see any more questions. So can we call it off and wrap up the session for the day? Any more questions, my friends? Please feel free to give your comments about this initiative to have live engagement and live conversation for educational purposes. I would love to see your comments in the comment section. I hope this is a great platform for you all to have interactive learning. Please share with your friends and we can have more interactive sessions in time to come. So this is not for everybody, this is for the people who are brave enough to go through challenges and learn to develop themselves for the next level. Right, so you are very brave and we are very happy to have you here, and it is really great to be with you guys. So let's try to increase the people who are brave to do something different for this world, for this country. That is our expectation. We want to have a better country with professional people who are capable of doing great things. So that is our expectations. That is exactly why we are doing all these efforts. We are taking the effort, the courage and all these things being done to make this country a wonderful place, this world a wonderful place. So thank you very much for joining with us today. So guys, I hope everything is clear, and Amanda has said it's clear and thank you for explaining furthermore. Yes, it's my pleasure. So we will meet up again and we will have a great session in time to come. So stay tuned with MRG Sri Lanka. I'll be uploading more information on different HR concepts and different areas in time to come. So let's work together to grow something great. So I hope your support and your dedication will be given to develop yourself, and that is exactly what I want for you all. So let's meet up again. Thank you very much. Have a good day, have a nice evening, and all the best. God bless you all.